Mike, what'd you think today?
Hey, hi, Carl. We saw about 1.7 times the average daily call volume in Oxy today, the busiest
They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, it's Ryan King Rye Garcia. He's 5'10" tall with a 70-inch reach. In this corner, it's Josh the Leeds Warrior Warrington. He's 170 centimeters tall with 172-centimeter reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's King Rye. Josh the Leeds Warrior Warrington.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
All the seats have been taken in this unique... We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Good punch. A massive upset here in round number one. He's got him right where he wants him. Now what? Can he close the show? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? Fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're an fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Nice exchanges from both men in this ring. And this is with that jab. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. MMA fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You'll find to the counter punching.
He just missed with that big right hand. Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge his...
Both men step back for just a moment. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Left punch. Quick punch scores. One punch could change everything in this battle. And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. We about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas. He's got a wounded animal right in front of him. Can he put him away? He missed with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. So the round winding. This is not good for Josh Warrington. Not much to write home about in that round, huh, Johnny?
Come on, give him a break.
Bell rings and we start the third. There's a scoring blow. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little.
It's code red time for Josh Warrington. How are they still standing? Left punch. He just misses with that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
And now the flash is seen, and the kid goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Those punches add up. And he misses with that jab. Through the hook, didn't land. This is not good for Josh Warrington. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes on a dirty ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. Right punch. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to rock up.
It's code red time for Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington goes down. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And misses with that jab. no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood card. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Both fighters unwilling to engage in that round. A bit surprised.
Just a little fact finder, that's all it was.
Time for the 5th round. He takes that jab. That left lands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Neither man really defending themselves. Aren't they keeping their gloves up? Got out of the way of that right hook. We about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas. And finally he couldn't take anymore. And down goes Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, a knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
As expected, fully packed here tonight. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tail of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach. He'll square off against smoking Joe Frazier. Only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Smoking Joe Frazier, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smoking Joe.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
Well, Johnny, in boxing, anything can and sometimes will happen. Let's see what's up.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
And we're underway in round one. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just... Hello, fight fans. And yes, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork. Watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali. He is Smokin' Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? He threw the hook, didn't land. And he caught him with a left hook. How did he absorb that hook? both going for the KO. It's so obvious. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight a Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. And they're down, and that may just do it. He is not moving. Will he make it back to his feet?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Smoking Joe may go. He needs to just land one big shot, but can he do it? And he misses with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. But that seemed to be like a feel-out round. What do you think, Johnny? Here we go. It's round 2. He caught him there with a left hook. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
He misses with that jab. Got out of the way of that right hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caught him with that power punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a...
With a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. That one will count. Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Didn't shouldn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I don't know about you, Johnny, but I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
I know those, Raz, and you know what? We'll get excited. We want it straight away, but these fighters know what plan they've got to work to.
There's the bell for round 3. What a massive upset this would be. Seems like he's beginning to recover a little bit. How are they still standing? Nice punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through? It's Frazier, and he goes down. It's not looking good for him right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He missed with that jab. Fails to score with that left hook. Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. He scores with that right hand. No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
An uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. These two fighters promised us great action. They didn't give it to us in that round.
You've got to see what's in front of you. Don't pressure them. Let them take it at their own pace.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. Here we go to the 4th round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Missed him with that uppercut. defending themselves. And he misses with the left uppercut. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab. Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? They've avoided catastrophe there. Oh, that left hook hurt him. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catches you.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I don't know about you, Johnny, but I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
I know those rounds, and you know what? We'll get excited. We want it straight away, but these fighters know what plan they've got to work to.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. Time for the 5th round. What a punch. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Is he out on his feet here? Thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. And he just missed with that left jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Missing with the hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He takes that jab. He just misses with that jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. With a left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That seemed to be like a feel-out round. What do you think, Johnny?
Just a little fact finder, that's all it was.
There's the bell for round 6. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Lucky that hook didn't score. That right jab just misses. How much confidence? Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? How are they still standing? That cut's pretty bad. Let's see if the referee stops the fight.
Okay, are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow them to fight. These two are the perfect dance partners. He didn't take that jab well at all. They caught him with a left hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? He's been cut. The referee's going to take a look.
You're taking too much to fight and take.
That will do it. Tough luck here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So it is a TKO win here. No doubt about the outcome.
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost. Not by a TKO.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got...
El Nido de Oro, fighting out of Venezuela and Japan. He won his first world title back in 2007.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the blood and guts warrior, the Hall of Famer from Jersey City, New Jersey, a super lightweight champion of the world, Arturo Thunder Gatti. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned three-division champion of the world, known as El Niño de Oro, Jorge.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Yeah. Here we go for round one. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. He misses with that jab. What a punch. The counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right.
This is not the way he wanted. And there it is! The knockdown punch we knew was coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hit him with a left jab. Missed him with that uppercut. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is...
This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. He's got to get out of there. That punch lands. Good punch. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up.
Oh, my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
There's the bell for round two. Avoids the left. Quick punch scores. What a massive upset this would be. And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
is rocked. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. He just misses with that big right hand. Caught him with a stiff jab. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Scores with that right hand. He missed with that jab. He just missed with that big right hand. Shot got her. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Not much to write home about in that round, huh, Johnny?
No, keep your eye on the ball. This is when you get knocked out. Don't close your eyes now.
There's the bell to start round 3. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather to skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Nice shot with the left. That left lands. They score again with the left hand. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring? Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Maybe he should hold on, but that's not in his DNA. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Solid punch. He just misses with that jab. Oh, and there Jorge Linares is in. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
A knockout victory, that's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. In this corner, it's Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall with 188 centimeter reach. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Talk about...
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
Oh, pure bad blood.
Looks like we're ready to go here.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is so intimidating. This is no small hall. This is no leisure center. This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're gonna be found wanting.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. RJJ is 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches. And standing across from him, one of the greatest to ever do it, the boxing legend, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Saul Canelo Alvarez.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening. So here we go. Should be a good one. How did he absorb that hook? Going for the finish. Can he seal the deal here in round 1? Incredible start to this fight. Well, he's got him right where he wants him. Can he put him away? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Left shot lands. Left scores. They score again with the left hand. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Good. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Well, we're entering desperation mode here for this guy, Johnny.
But now sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Trying to answer that. Do you believe this? slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. Trying to answer back. Good job trying to back out of trouble. Take that jab well at all. Right punch. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. He's got to get back into the fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. No, we don't see a knockdown. Surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness.
Middleweight,
and he just got caught. And finally, Jones goes down. 'em winding down now, and it's been another good one for him. He's going for the finish. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously...
There's the bell for round 3. And he misses with that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice punch. Another scoring shot. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you take calm, play cool.
Exchanges from both men in this round. Why aren't they defending? He fails to score with that left hook. Hold everything! He caught him clean! And he just got caught! He just got caught! See how good he is defensively. That was the moment. through the hook, didn't land. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go.
That was super tight. I dread being a judge.
And there's the bell to start round 4. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy? He's rolled the dice. He's coming up aces here, but can he seal the deal? It's now or never. The clock is ticking. This is his big chance. Looks like they're out of trouble. Here's a scoring blow. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
He's rolled the dice. He's coming up aces here, but can he seal the deal? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Does he have what it takes to get out of trouble here? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Nice shot with the left. They score with that left hand. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. They're resisting. Well, that looked like a flash knockdown here. Let's see if he can get back to his feet. The referee has started the count here. I don't know. Not looking good.
5, 6, 7.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Here we go in round 5. Who's gonna land the first big shot? Missed him with that uppercut. The corner's got the towel. They're going to throw it in. And right back into the fray. And he just missed with that left jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They have no respect for each other's punching power. And he blocks the left uppercut. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The referee taking a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is closer than 2 pages and a book, Johnny.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Now in this first minute of this next round. Get on top of it.
This is the beginning of round 6. Hit him with a left jab. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some impressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Clean by a left hook. There's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Stumbling, and he just knocked it down. You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.